What's happening, guys? The latest issue of Total Film magazine is here and it has plenty of Spidey's goodness, such as new behind the scenes pictures and of course interviews. So let's go through all the highlights. Now, Mark Webb explains the whole situation with Mary Jane being cut from the movie. Quote, "We're just trying to get the right balance in the movie. You're constantly making adjustments and tweaks. She was only in the movie for like a scene or two. But because Peter and Gwen's story is so powerful, we really wanted to focus on that. We didn't want to screw the thing." Mark Webb also reveals that he certainly has an idea where the Mary Jane story will go in future. Now, we still don't know whether Shailene Woodley will reprise her role as Mary Jane or she will be replaced, but one thing for sure, eventually we will see the introduction of Mary Jane Watson. I mean, who else is going to comfort Peter when he will need it the most? Later on, Total Film, who were actually visiting this set the other day, they go through a scene with Gwen, Spidey and Electro. They have a detailed description of this scene. And judging from it, it's nice to know that Gwen will actually help Spider-Man fighting Electro. As Emma Stone mentioned in one of her latest interviews, Spider-Man is the muscles and Gwen is the brain. I'm really curious how this whole scene is going to play out on the big screen. Now, Emma Stone later adds that the reason Gwen understands Peter so well is because her father, Captain Stacy, was a hero and that inspires her a lot. Andrew Garfield later adds that Peter's relationship with Gwen is a complete mess, since it's really hard to be in a relationship with a superhero. Now, later on, Avi Arad and Matt Tolmach, the producers of The Amazing Spider-Man 2, reveal their plans for future films. Quote, "As we tell Spider-Man's story and introduce a number of new villains, the idea is to complicate his life from movie to movie. There's gonna be 2 more Spider-Man movies, then Sinister Six and Venom. We're opening up the universe and this movie is really the beginning of that. But because of all these stories and universes are interwoven, we have not figured out exactly when it's all gonna happen. Now, we finally know for sure that both Venom spin-off film and Sinister Six spin-off film will come after The Amazing Spider-Man 3 and 4, which is a nice relief. The studio and the writers have plenty of time to solve the puzzle, connect all the necessary plot elements into one huge story and come up with a decent script. Now, Avi Arad also explains the reason we won't see Spidey in the Avengers anytime soon. Quote, "I for one don't see the value for us in it. I think we're doing such a good job with Spider-Man universe. Spider-Man is arguably the #1 character in the world. He shouldn't make a cameo." Now, at first it does sound a little bit disappointing, but think about this. Spidey's universe is expanding big time. He will be busy enough fighting all the villains, and frankly, I'm finally not freaking out about the possibility of Spidey never joining the Avengers. I mean, Spidey has 50 years of great history, great stories, great collection of villains, and seeing how Sony are finally using all the potential of this source material, we shouldn't really care about Spidey joining the Avengers right now. Anyway, the issue is a blast. It covers lots of details about the actual filming process, the history of all Spider-Man's films, and a lot more. Subscribe to Total Film or get a digital copy of the issue on their official website. Links in the description box. Definitely worth it. Anyway, let me know what you guys think, and I'm out for now.